Alright guys, what is going on? My name is BassWiz and today I'm going to be talking about the Promised Neverland Manga chapter 157. There will be spoilers for the Promised Neverland in this video. You have been warned. Let's get into it. Alright, first off, I want to apologize for this video being so delayed. I was going through what I like to call depression session, so I didn't have the energy to make this right away, but I'm good now. I wanted to get this video out before next week rolls up on me, and then I have to make a double video, and that's too much. So without further ado, the beginning of this chapter starts off with a Sonju flashback, which is something that I predicted is going to happen sooner or later, and it was really interesting. We got some insight into Sonju and how he learned how to hunt from his old master, who was teaching him based off the morals of an ancient faith, is what they called it, an ancient religion. And the morals of this religion are really interesting. So they believe that all life is borrowed, that hunting is borrowed, that life is not a permanent thing. So whenever you take life from something, you need to pay your respects. You need to respect that life and pay it forward, share with others that are not capable of hunting, and give back to the universe in the same way that you have taken from it. And that is the meaning behind these flowers that we often see sprouting from the dead bodies that demons killed. We've seen this since chapter 1. Literally chapter 1, we've seen the flower poking out of dead bodies, but we didn't understand what the meaning behind that was. Now we get some insight. Demons that follow that ancient faith are the ones that honor the dead with this flower. My question is, do all demons follow this faith? It doesn't seem like the royal family does. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but in this flashback, before we come back to the present, we do see that Sonju's teacher, his sensei, was actually arrested and possibly executed by the standing king and Queen Regavalima. It's really subtle. It's like you gloss over it and you miss it because it's not addressed through dialogue. But in the background, we do see his master being detained by the guards and young Sonju reaching out, like trying to stop them from doing what they're about to do. So I'm assuming that his master got executed for indoctrinating Sonju into this old faith. So I want to know what you guys think about that. That's really interesting to me, that Sonju, he works under a different set of morals than Queen Regavalima, how he respects life and he wants to pay it forward. He doesn't believe that his life is a permanent thing, which is completely opposite to what we see from Regavalima in this chapter. Regavalima in this chapter is mad off of power. She calls herself the ultimate life form. It's hard to argue with her at this point. We learn in this chapter that she has two cores. The one in her head has been destroyed, but she has another core that Musica calls the resurrected core. She basically gets a second lease on life. She's absorbed all of the energy and memories and power from the people that she has consumed, and she is hungry for more still. She's talking about how the cursed blood is here, how the children from Gracefield are here. I want to eat them. And then she says she wants even more than that, that the whole world is hers to consume, that everyone in her life, all the demons, her family, her father, everyone is there for her to consume. And she wants even more than that. So she lunges towards Musica at the end of this chapter, and Musica, instead of looking at her with fear, Musica looks at Regavalima with a look of pity. She looks at Regavalima and she says, "You poor thing. Why are you so hungry?" And that hit me really hard. Musica is one of the most benevolent characters we've seen in this series, where you can obviously tell she has a respect for life, and her blood is something that frees demons from the shackles of their hunger, where they don't need to consume and consume and consume in order to stay sane. Musica's lived like this her whole life, presumably. So when she looks upon Regavalima, who has an endless hunger, all she can do is pity her, because at this point Regavalima can consume literally everything on the planet, and she'll never, ever be satisfied. It's an endless, unceasable hunger that Regavalima has. And at the moment, Regavalima doesn't realize this because, of course, she's standing in front of all this food. But what happens once it's gone? I'm sure she won't feel fulfilled at all. She'll eat the whole world and still be hungry. Musica recognizes this, and she pities Regavalima, which I think is really powerful. All in all, I really love this chapter. I'm sorry it took me so long to talk about it, but I'm back now. I'm wanting to be more consistent on these videos, and I also want to thank you guys. We recently hit 300 subscribers. I'm not sure what to say. This growth has been really, really fast. Not even like a month ago, I was at 170 subscribers. I had one really successful video, and it shot me up to close to 300. We're past that point now. This growth is incredible. I want to thank everyone for subscribing and staying with me, and I just hope to get better as we go on. Drop a like if you like what I have to say. Subscribe if you want to hear more from me. Check out my links in the description down below. Try to support me on Patreon if you can. That will be it for me today. Peace.